Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. A big shout out today from Sean to Sarah, his partner. Sean spoke to me last night. He said, "Sarah, you're a bloody tough cookie." He said that, as you know, as with many other people, you've had a tough year, and he basically wants to say that he's thinking about you and that he really cares about you. So from Sean and Sarah, welcome to the Motorcycle Rescuer. Okay guys, this is coated. I've hit it with a bit of heat just to help it out. I need that one back on ASAP, don't I? And the grab rail I'm doing now. While I'm waiting, I'll start scuffing down the rear panel. I've got the shoes off so that we don't contaminate them in this process. So yeah, we're getting there. Grab rail, rear wheel part, what's it called? The brake holder. Obviously the clutch, because your cover has already got it. It don't matter about any of this kind of residue now, guys. It will wash off. You see, that's the point. It's dry. It's okay. Oh, still need to find that. Let's get that covered. Yeah. So yeah, the ideal is that all goes back together quickly so that the bike rolls again, especially as it might rain again today. It'd be really screwed if it poured down right now, wouldn't I? Because the bike don't roll. I guess I'd have to just throw a cover over it. I'll give it another 10-15 minutes. The heat should have dried it a touch. Yeah, it's kind of dry enough, sticky. And then we'll throw it back together. So I'll continue with this for a little while with the grab rail, so that's also in the same kind of direction. Good. I don't really know where we go. It's a tough process, this is, working with bikes, guys, because you think, you know, where do I go next? And you always come up with new stuff. Look at this. This was painted at some point, but no way am I dropping everything, dropping all the forks to get that painted again. That can stay. But otherwise it is coming along. Okay guys, so we're back to the satin. Now with a piece of paint that's okay, you just scuff it. Just use a Scotch pad or the back of one of them sponges, the green bits. All you're doing is scuffing away the shine, yeah? That's all you want. And then you do what I always do, and you layer kind of 3 layers on. You just dust it. You wait 10 minutes in between and you dust it again. That's how you're going to get the best adhesion, the best sticking, basically. So you do 3 of them. I won't film them, there's no point, but you kind of just dust it. Make sure you dust all over, everywhere, 3 times, 10 minutes in between, and then you can go on thick. Now on this one, I'll do 2 or 3 thick coats. Then I'll do the little speckle spit, and then I'll get the clear on. I'll try and get it all done today so that this bit itself is kind of ready to go tomorrow. That way the bike technically could kind of go back together tomorrow, technically. So yeah, so I'll show you while I'm here. Get your spray, check it first, just spray it in the air, wait till the black comes out. Look, it's not black yet. And then just speckle it, just like that. Make sure you get every area though. There's a bit under here as well, don't forget that. Just very lightly. You just want it to fall on from a distance, guys, like that. But you want to try and get every bit, and that's going to help it stick the next time round. Straight away it looks fine. 2 more of them after, and then you'll have kind of full coverage. Then you do the kind of the 50% overlap wet coats. Make sure you get the whole thing, 2 or 3 of them, and you'll be good to go. So first wet coats on the rear. This is back here. Now in reality, guys, don't worry about the fingerprint marks, because they'll rinse off at some point, but the reality is, the ideal is to let this stuff cure overnight, you know. You don't want to be messing with it, because it's already got the weird marks now. But tomorrow I can kind of clean up that area, and then I can even tape up and spray a little bit more on if I need to. What's interesting is I've nipped up the back wheel, but I haven't thought about where this aligns, funny enough. So I may need to loosen the rear wheel up to kind of align that plate, I think. Although, hang on a minute, it goes onto here, doesn't it? That would have been smart. Oh, look, having that ready and then lining it up. So yeah, loosen the rear wheel, line that up. Yeah, and then you kind of know where it sits. Sadly, this bar, it's crumbly. Look, I don't want to do it, but it's probably gonna have to come off. No. See, you can't just wish that it wouldn't, because it is, and that's that, really. What do I need to do? I think I need to take it off and paint it. It's probably gonna have to go black. The more black on this bike, the better, because it's got so much red, in my opinion. But that wasn't a job I was planning on doing, so it can't stay like that. Alright, I'll pop that off. I'll coat that black. It might as well. You know it makes sense. Okay guys, so the base is all on. It's been sitting about 20 minutes. Now this is where we want to do our flake. Now tempting to go a bit thicker at times, but actually no, start from a distance first. Now the wind is hardly letting this sit, but that's what we want. Just a kind of flick. Hard to get this bottom bit here, but we just want to flick it. There you go. That's it. That's the extent of the flake, because it's not the colour. It's just a little bit of something underneath. So that's it. Give it a bit of its kind of flake, and then I'm going to start with the clear coats now. And nice thing there is we've got the bike can be kind of back together tomorrow. So we've got 2 gloss coats on that, guys, this time. There's 2 at the moment. At least 2 more are going to go on that. Over here I've done the bar. I've had to put that back on because I wanted to nip up the rear end. So the bar's there. In kind of hindsight, I don't know if the black works that well down there. I mean, it will be fine when it's all back together. It will look fine. But yeah, in hindsight, it would have been nicer in its original red, but that was almost impossible. Maybe a smoother black. But do you know what? There's something about that also flows. You see, it flows, and then it will flow up to here as well. So there is something about that works as well. So it's not a huge issue at all. This is cleaned up. This can go back on in a minute. My ideal now, while I'm doing them clear coats, is to get these 2 on, and the back kind of the brake back on, and get the kind of back sorted. That would be the most ideal. That's better than peeling red, isn't it? You can't give a bike back to a guy and it look pretty stunning all round, and then red start peeling off in places. That'd be a shame. The rest of it's pretty solid, so that had to be done, and I like it. I like the texture. You've seen me use this texture before, and I think it gives a bike like this, which is pretty much a muscly bike, you know, gives it a bit of bulk, I think. So yeah, right, the ideal, get the brake back on, get these back on. That's the ideal now. Okay everyone, so wrapping up for today. I don't know what day it is for you. It's Saturday for me, possibly Sunday for you. We've done the bits that, you know, I kind of wanted and needed to do. We've done that back bit there. We've done the bar, although that was not meant to happen. We've got the rear pegs back on with their textured paint. That's all good. Same on the other side. Clutch levers back on and engaged. We've got the rear end painted up there. And yeah, we're kind of getting in the right direction now. Now tomorrow, I have a chance of getting the exhaust back on, polished, on, and wrapped with the middle bar bit fixed as well. So, you know, tomorrow we're much closer to the bike being fully ready actually, and we'll see how the paints are tomorrow. If it's a bit sunnier than today, we'll put them out, see what the paints are like, maybe start cutting down the tank. I'm quite nervous about cutting down the tank actually, but it's something that probably has to be done, otherwise the orange peel ruins the look. The other thing someone mentioned was the stickers. He said he's bought them before and they fall off. Definitely worth considering, because underneath technically I haven't clear coated, so if any fuel spilt, if they came off now, there'd be it would say Kawasaki, wouldn't it, because it'd be less shiny there. But if fuel spilt down there, it wouldn't be protected, so that'd be a pain. So I may try and drip a drop of super glue under each one if I can, or if they're stuck, that's fine. I was hoping that the clear coat would hold them down. As always, thanks for watching. If anyone wants cheap T-Max, I've got 2. Let me know. I just need rid of them now anyway, so I could do you guys the best prices. This one's kind of just mint, works, runs, rides, logbook, MOT, everything. No issues at all. That one runs, rides, brakes, and does the majority of the stuff. It's just a bit more messy in regards to what it looks like. So yeah. So yes, welcome back. Big T-Max here. I've got somebody coming for this today. They're coming from Wales. Now, when someone's travelling 3.5, 4 hours to collect a bike, you become the more powerful person. That's the truth. You become the more powerful person. Who's going to drive 4 hours and then drive away without buying? My point here is, I could leave this bike with all this crap blown on it. I could do that. There's no issue there. But that's not me, yeah, and that shouldn't be you. Polish up your bikes before sale. Put a bit of wax on them, a quick detailer. Make them nice. Get them cleaned. I've just topped this up with fuel. I've actually gone half a tank because it's going in the back of a fan. Half a tank. And basically make sure it's good and ready for sale. If someone travels that far, then what you don't want is to upset them because it's not good and ready for sale. Silly bits, look, tuck them in, you know, get everything tucked in and put away, get it cleaned, put a coat of wax on it if you've got it, or buy some quick detailing spray wax, and then they're really going to appreciate the fact that you've gone the extra mile. I sprayed that on the rear mudguard before. It was white and peeled. It looks so much better. So I'm going to give this a good old clean. Inside the seat, it's a bit messy. Let's see if we can see that. Let's see if, come on. Oh, hello, my friend. It's a bit messy. Now, what I mean, look at me. I say it's messy, and then I've got cleaning products, Pepsi Max, and gold bloody gloves. That's what I mean. We'll get that out. We'll get it cleaned. I've put all screws in the battery tray. I better nip that down. I'm going to get it basically polished and cleaned up so that it's just good to go. There's no issues there. I'm going to make sure the tyre pressures are right. That's really important. And then I'd like to tell you guys what my aim for the day is. My aim for today is to get the exhaust on this. That's my only aim today. I want the exhaust on. Ideally, I will have the middle area fixed, secured, and I'd like to get the wrap on it. If I can get this exhaust on and wrapped today, I'll be very happy. Now for you guys, these are 20 to 30 minute videos. For me, it's all days, absolutely all days. So figuring out what to film and what not to film is always very difficult. I know some people like to see the process, and then I think some people just like to see the progress. So getting a balance is very difficult. I'm trying to get the best balance I can, but I'm always open to suggestions anyway. The black on the rear is fine. It's gone on alright. It looks good actually. It looks much better than it did. I cleaned up this bar, but we can always give that another clean later on. I cleaned up all this, but again, a bit of a wipe down. We're getting new shocks, hopefully today's money, if the guy buys that. By the way, the guy is offering me a 125cc geared bike, some sort of Chinese bike, and 800 cash. So he technically is coming out better, because that only equals 16, but, and this is up for 1850, but saying that, I'm giving him 800 for his bike. I could possibly sell it for a bit more, maybe 1,000, maybe 12, if I was really, really lucky. Back to this, a lot of the bits are done. The exhaust is absolutely my aim for today, and I don't think the suspension affects the exhaust when I change that over, so that's fine. And if I was really picky and lucky, I'd like to get this off here to be painted, but I honestly, I don't know how it comes off. I don't know how it's on. It may be stuck on, it may be bolted from the other side, but at this stage, yeah, I can't tell, so I need to look at that. And I will sort, I've told you guys what I'm doing with these. That's fine, that's good to go. Indicators, I've got indicators in mind. I'm going to be changing them over at the appropriate time, of course. So bits and pieces, exhaust. I've got a full service kit for this, guys. I've got brand new spark plugs, brand new coolant, brand new oil, and whatever else. And it's all top of the range stuff. It's all top because this bike's been sitting so long. So that will be great. And I have no doubt that when we're ready, I'll press the button on this bike, it will fire up, and everything will be good to go. I need to remember 2 more clips for this carb here. If we were very, very, very lucky today, I'd get the tank out. I'd have the front mudguard on, I'd have the rear back area back on, and start kind of piecing it back together. The tank needs a quick rub down. I've got the appropriate sandpapers, but I am nervous about doing it because it looks quite good at the moment. But we'll see.